This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got 3.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
So what is that on, Keisha? Is it Tyler Perry? Yeah, it says day then.
On the double. Mike's 50.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Echo.
Football.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. He's scared.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
On the set.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Single. That's single in the slot. Single in the slot.
85, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Here we go. Here we go.
You don't want it. You don't want none of that.
Manziel. They'll roll him out right. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Yes.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the safety creep.
Look at me. Go. Ready.
Now Manziel. It's Hill, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here's Manziel. It's caught by Coleman. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he
which one is
one
it?
of those guys.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Is this the one where they went out and what's the name? You mean say his wife was fat? You
The
said his
Steeler
husband.
offense here about ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, 50 the mic.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs, he'll air it out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 40 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
So why would she direct that question to her husband?
What was the question?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
You must be. Slam. Check 9, check 9. Shim.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
I don't know, but what I did, I think I told you, I think it's just a little bad state of my feelings trying to get to. You know, I think I told you. It's a lot of
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
She did it about 2 or 3 times. I was waiting.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Because you taking it to a whole nother.
I told her, go on speak it, man. Go on speak it.
And y'all need to say that's enough because you taking it to a whole nother level or something.
Shit.
I didn't know what she was talking about. I didn't hear all
I think that's what she was trying to get around to. I said, go on, say what's on your mind. Shit. I wish you would bring it up.
Drive about to get going, and you know certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet.
I'm gonna throw up, go off.
They're first place in their division.
You can go there if you want to.
Come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Yeah.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
First down, Cincinnati.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
You know me. You know I keep shit in my storage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Shit. I keep shit in my storage.
Protein spill.
Stay ready. Go there if you want to.
Watch the run. Quick the edge. Come.
If you wish you never did.
Hey, orbit. 31's the big grip.
They're going to look to throw.
Come on,
That's
man.
Caught. It's
Jump.
Coleman.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Coleman now. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
SOS. General West. SOS. SOS.
2nd and 2. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get...
Here's Dobbs to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Ready. 50 Pittsburgh. Right there in the middle. 55. What we got?
To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 66 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And she's gone.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Now.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Tevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Bang, 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 bang. Wide.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now the extra point. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We play it to win. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. third down and nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. You 61. Matchbox lights. Lead grip.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Bam.
Check 43. Watch
80 weapon.
ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On second down, it's Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bengals.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there at a Bengal first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3, 218, chopper. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, echo. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Who that? Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Down.
On first down, Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position. Now facing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive and throw an interception, a lot of people think that...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ready, set.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
Go! Deep grip, deep grip.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd and 9 now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, but it's going to be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There to knock that one away was the safety, Amani Hooker.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw, and the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Check pass.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, watch the leg. 3 on 3. Motion. Smoke.
95 is Mike. Watch 95.
You better go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Great zone travel.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Hey.
Now a give right side, Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Pollard, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They will run again with Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
It's Coleman here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Go, go, go. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check the backer, check the backer.
Here's Coleman.
Run to the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after here coming up. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bengals 37, Steelers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Hunter Henry His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
They're going to try and run. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, zoom.
You can't block me. He's crashing. He's checking.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
You even drop it off?
Ready. 30 base.
Come on, D. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's come.
Hey, Sam off.
Calm the crowd. Check safety. Check.
Now.
Check 26.
Hey, exit.
Mike 51. On the ball.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Rock it. Don't be scared of it.
Check three.
Hey!
I need one over here. New Mike 51.
Back to throw.
Ricky.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable here from the 38. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Ready. 55. Mike 55. It's our field. Right stone. Come on. Hey, watch the edge.
On 1st down, Downs to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Dobbs now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice gain.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
That's trash. That's trash.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the...
Taking it right down Broadway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 26 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Ready, set. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Set, right.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock.